Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 3 with our Playing on a Budget with our Waste Not Storm. Definitely loving this deck so far. Let's go ahead and go first here. Unfortunately, this is going to be a mulligan. No lands, no Simian Spirit Guides. Cool little starting hand if two of these would have been lands. Of course, you can always say that about a 7 land or 7 card hand. If just 2 of these would be a land. We're going to mulligan this. This is okay. It's not ideal, but it's okay. We have 2 lands. We have a Gitaxian Probe to cantrip. And I'm going to use this before anything here. We're going to look at his hand. And Voice, Soul Warden. Cool deck. What is this? It looks to me like it's just going to be Soul Sisters that's splashing for a green for whatever green adds. Or maybe some sort of little hate bearer type deck. So we'll mountain here. Good news is, like, game 1, unless we just completely mess up here, we are in really good shape because they don't have any main board hate usually against Storm. I could Desperate Ritual Grapeshot next turn and kill both. I mean, we're getting close to a Pass in Flames. What we need to find is a Waste Not. See how he does this if he wants another Soul Warden here, if he's going to go for Voice Resurgence. He's going to go for Voice. So, again, we're on a little bit of a clock-ish with the aggro. But, I mean, the good news is this isn't like a Goyf aggro type deck so far. So it's going to take him a while, a few turns at least, to beat me down. And we know he's got another Voice Resurgence in his hand, another Soul Warden. So I need to hit a land here, or we will get Gitaxian Probe to try to find. So return Voice, Soul Warden to Johnny's Pridemate. So Johnny's Pridemate could get a bit of an issue. And I do believe we Manamorphose here for red. There's a Blood Crypt. At this point, do we go for it? So we Desperate Ritual, Pyretic Ritual. Does Pass in Flames give us enough? So, no, we're only up to 4. And then we can at least get Gitaxian Probe everything back. But not... Would we have enough to start our string of stuff again? Is the question. Storm count 2. Pyretic gives us 3 mana. That gives us 4 mana. 5 mana. We'd have to hit into... Yeah, I shouldn't have done that there. I think we just wait one more turn. It gives us one more chance to draw something. But I might just Storm here. Kill the Soul Warden. And the Voice Resurgence. And somehow did that hit me? Well, that sucks. I swear No, okay. Okay. No. What happened there? Soul Warden and yeah, okay. Never mind. I thought for some reason it hit me... No, okay, we're fine. So this keeps the Johnny Pridemate down a little bit. Gives us another turn to try to go crazy. So I didn't need a Blood Crypt there. Next turn I'd love to see Reforged the Soul. Or even... I think we'd have another turn if we drew into like a Pyromancer Ascension. So we're in great shape. And I'll pass. A Locket would be fine too because No, a Locket wouldn't do much. At all. So here goes... Oh, he's going to be able to cast both of them and hit me for 3 with the Elemental token. So Soul Warden's going to come out here. He's got black in here as well. And he's got ways with Return to Rank. So this is going to be pretty scary within a few turns. Especially with me at 13. So, and then Gitaxian Probes are going to cost me life. So I think I have to go for it next turn and just hope for the best. With double Gitaxian Probes and a land drop, I most likely will be able to go off next turn. And if nothing else, I'd probably be able to wipe his board with Grapeshot and then give me another Reforged the Soul. And I'm only taking 3 here. Down to a 10, so Gitaxian Probes can be cast. So cross our fingers for a land, but most likely a probe will find a land. Or a Locket. Locket doesn't actually work. It might be helpful later on, though, if we can actually generate enough. So Pyretic Ritual. Desert Ritual. We're going to pass in Flames. And then Gitaxian Probe. We draw into another one. Gitaxian Probe. Oh, that's not good. One more chance. 4 land, and it is land 2 or fewer. Comes into play tapped. So we get the one land that maybe I should have used more Blood Crypts than that, as this is going to not work because Gitaxian Probe cannot be cast, Desperate Ritual cannot be cast. Yeah. So it would have been okay if we would have hit a regular land there. We'll concede. So we'd have hit it. Oh, heartbreaking. It would have been another mountain. Another mountain, if we would have hit a mountain, then we could have locketed for free, casted Death Ritual, Pyretic Ritual, Manamorphose, and then we could have Reforged the Soul, and we still would have been possibly not even out of this. Again, it's a long ways until we hit what we needed. So the bad news is now he gets to put in a lot of hate versus us. I don't think we do anything here. Except for a 1 of Blood Moon might be able to shut him down, but it might be too slow. I'm going to throw in a 1 of Blood Moon and take out a Pyromancer's Ascension or a Locket. I'm going to take out a Locket. I haven't been as impressed with that. Like, just running into string of Lockets is bad. I think 3 is fine. I think we'll find a Locket with 3 mana. I mean, ideally you do want a Locket opening hand, but sometimes, again, if we run in those string of Lockets, that just spells disaster for us. So let's submit this, and I would like to play first. Again, we got the Locket. I shouldn't have kept this. I don't know why I kept this. It was a snap keep, or shouldn't have been a snap keep. I should have thought about this. And I mean, we do have a Locket though. This Locket could get kind of crazy with Reforged the Soul. We do have a lot of cards that, I mean, even like a Burning Inquiry can at least get rid of our lands and find us. Like, we don't need anything in our hand right now, so Burning Inquiry is not terrible. And Thoughtseize is fine. He can Thoughtseize me all he wants. There's no cards in my hand that are useful. In fact, I'd rather have a Thoughtseize played against me than any other first turn play. There's a Manamorphose. That's fine. Do we go for it? I think we just wait one more turn with the Manamorphose. Again, it cantrips, and I don't know. I don't think we can do anything with the Manamorphose at this point. I'd rather try to Miracle into Reforge the Soul. We actually do it on his turn. Try to Miracle into Reforge the Soul or end a turn. But I still think that's kind of risky because it uses our mana. See, I've had a Noxus Revival before in the deck because you can Noxus Revival a Reforged the Soul back on top, and then you can guarantee that Miracle with it. But it's something I've cut. Maybe I'm going to cut a 1 of Locket of Yesterdays and go that route. Viserys here, he's like a weird Potish deck. I don't know exactly what's going on. Sacking a creature. Oh, and then return to the ranks. There's got to be some sort of combo, and then he gets everything back. At least scrying with Viserys here. So another Manamorphose. At this point, we might try it, or we can wait one more turn. I think I'm still okay as long as we're hitting land drops and as long as we're not in immediate danger. I think that we're just fine sitting back. Now, him destroying the locket does hurt a little bit if he's got a card in his hand that can do so. Even like a Tidehull or Sculler would be a little bit of an issue here. In all honesty, this should be a quite easy match. We basically have 3 draws next turn. Oh, blood. Okay, so this is how he's a Blood Artist combo. Likes to stay ahead. Is maybe like Athreos in here? Sarah's Ascendant. Gains a life. Geez, a Grapeshot next turn just wipes his board. But then he's got Return to Rakes to come back from that. Yeah, I definitely think we need to go for it next turn. He could have some way to get up to enough life. So here goes nothing. It's a Burning Inquiry. That's actually pretty sweet because we don't need the Simian Spirit Guide. And so I will Manamorphose. And we'll add red. There's our Reforged the Soul. So we don't even need the Burning Inquiry here. We can just Reforge the Soul. Will we have enough mana for it? Yes, we will, but it'll be very risky. Blood Moon, that hurts him a lot, but at this point, I don't think that it hurts him enough. I guess, again, Burning Inquiry is so unreliable. We'd be net up 1. We'd have to hit into a card, a land. I kind of just want to wait one more turn. Locking him out of it, basically everything he can cast here. I don't think he can get up. But we have 3 mana, again, that can go into Blood Moon. So we generate 5. And then we have 6 with the Simian Spirit Guide. We'd have to hit another Simian Spirit Guide and enough stuff that could get us, because we can't hit a land drop. So I think just the safe play is... Well, no. We can hit a Manamorphose or a Pyretic Ritual, so we're going for it. We definitely are going for it. So it's going to be exiling this dude. And we will Reforge the Soul. And we do hit the Manamorphose. But might not be enough to get where we need to be. Especially, I'm going to get Gitaxian Probe in. Well, do I want to get Gitaxian Probe? Yeah, because there's no point, because Pyromancer Ascension, it's not in the graveyard. Let's see what he has in his hand. We got rid of a Lingering Souls. Thoughtsy's Return to the Ranks. He's got garbage. I don't think we need to worry about his hand. So we could even go one more turn. I think that we do Manamorphose here. And can we quite get up to... This nets us up. A Waste Not. Can he kill me in 1 turn's a thing? He does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, gains life. I don't think he can get up to 30. I really don't think he can with the amount of mana he has. So I do want to either put Pyromancer Ascension or Waste Not. Do I wait a turn for Pyromancer Ascension? Well, Waste Not does absolutely nothing right now, so I think we just wait a turn and throw out the Pyromancer Ascension, at least get a tick up from it. And then because we don't have a Desperate Ritual in our hand. So it gave us a hit flashback Lingering Souls. I just don't think he's got enough mana to do enough to actually kill us here. Because Lingering Souls flashback gains him 2 life, puts him up to 20. Sacrifice, puts him to 22. Does 2 damage to me. sacrifice, puts him up to 24. And he's got 1 mana open. So I really don't think he can kill me here. I think I got 1 more turn. We slap Pyromancer's Ascension, or we wait till like 1 more draw here. Or actually, I think we can just get up to a Pass in Flames. This doesn't hurt too bad. He uses his mana. Again, we can Manamorphose here. He's actually going to take the Manamorphose, I'm sure. So I guess that does hurt. Hopefully he gets like extremely greedy here and takes like a Pyromancer Ascension or a Waste Not. But now that I'm thinking about it, last turn we could have generated 2 mana, then 3 mana, yeah, and then nothing. So just take Pyromancer Ascension. So I'm fine with that. We still Pass in Flames next turn. And Ajani's Pridemate is, yeah, he's threatening lethal now next turn. I highly doubt that there's a way he can stop me from going off next turn. We have Manamorphose, Pyretic Ritual, so 3 ways to draw cards, 4 ways to draw cards. Reforged the Soul. Burning Inquiry is even more ways to draw cards. We just chuck Waste Not out with the amount of mana we draw, and then Reforge the Soul. So Convoking with Return to Ranks for 1 for a Voice Resurgence, which makes it bigger. But again, so it gets Johnny's Primate up. He's got a cool little deck idea. He can sacrifice a Voice Resurgence to tick up again, but this is only going to do 3 damage to me. And more than likely, and we got to see, he didn't bring in much hate besides just Thought Seizes, so I'm really thinking this is an easy matchup. Locket of Yesterday is kind of redundant. It makes the Reforged the Soul cast cost less. But here we're just going to Manamorphose, adding red. Another Locket. I don't know if that is going to, how bad that's going to hurt us. We do need to Pass in Flames here. And now we can, yep, we just go up the Pass in Flames route. There's a Pyretic Ritual. Yeah, it's going to be very hard for him to stop this. And there's another Manamorphose in here. Let's see, what else do we have in here? We have a Desperate Ritual, Pyretic Ritual. And we don't even need to use those quite yet. I'm just going to use this other Manamorphose to generate me a black and a red. Tap this just for 1. Or we want another black. We'll just Waste Not. And I got to make sure that I can still cast enough. Because Burning Inquiry will definitely just cast a Gitaxian Probe here. See what else we can get. Return, okay, nothing in his hand. It's another Waste Not. We do get some mana off of, yeah, we'll get our black back. So I'll generate this, put out another Waste Not, and then we'll Burning Inquiry here. Or Reforge the Soul, either one works. This will give us a lot of black mana. It actually gets us, yeah, tons of black mana and tons of cards. Which is, Soul Warden's going to give him a lot of life. But we draw an insane amount of cards here. And this is definitely gained. So I just have to go through the motions here. We'll cast another Waste Not. I believe. That's fine. Cast a Pyromancer Ascension. These rituals. And now that is good, so we can just definitely reforge the soul here, because we're out of stuff that's good. I don't think we need black mana anymore, because we got 3 waste knots. Yeah, there's absolutely no reason for black mana. So get rid of these, and it's actually casting it twice. So if we don't find the Grapeshot here, I know there's a way to skip this. I thought it, there, the F7 does. Okay. So I'm going to yield, always yield to this. Get these triggers out of the way, because time is an issue here. And this is going to happen again. So we're going to Desperate Ritual here. Use all of these mana abilities to gain a lot of mana again. And we'll exile this guy. And we can't cast anything else, so all these are going to go bye-bye. And still don't see a Grapeshot. There's a Grapeshot right there. So 18. Just a few more of these. And this is going to be game. We just have to go through the motions. So 19. We'll go. Whoops, didn't need to use the life there, but that's fine. And there's our second Grapeshot, so we're okay now. Which will do an insane amount of mana. Or damage. To finish it off. Now he'll be down to 1. And unfortunately, we've got to go Pass in Flames. And do it all over again. Grapeshot, him. Alright, he scoops that one. Okay, go to Sideboard. He saved me a minute there. Again, Empty the Warrens is bad, Lightning Bolt's bad. We could actually go for a Lightning Bolt kill, but he could go above the Leyline actually seems pretty decent versus him. But I think we just stick to the plan. I didn't see any hate coming in versus us, so I don't think that Leyline needs to quite come in. And neither does Lightning Bolt, neither does... Yeah, we just stick with what we've been doing. Grapeshot will get the job done. So we do have to play fast this game, though. This is going to be a mulligan, unfortunately. This is actually very, very... I could keep this But this, even if Gitaxian Probe's able to cantrip twice, so to have 3 draws to draw into land, with 16 land count, I think you're just better off with a mulligan. So I will mulligan. He had a mulligan as well. This is a little bit better. I believe that this is a keepable hand. And he goes to 4. He can still kill me. Any like early game can kill me, because this is a weak hand as far as it requires me to really draw into another land, and then some more what do they call these? Anthems are mana generating cards to then Reforge the Soul and go off. But we got the Locket first turn. So hopefully no Johnny's Pride Mate. Got 2 cards in hand. What can you do with 2 cards? It's going to be a Viserys here. That's very weak. So far so good. We hit the land. That's awesome. Now we're in very good shape. We can go... I don't want to Reforge the Soul to put him back up. So it's just going to be Pyromancer Ascension. And Blood Crypt's fine too. We still have time. No rush. As long as we're hitting land drops, we don't need to try to go off. Love to hit a Waste Not here. Or just anything that will put more cards in the graveyard. So just Lingering Souls. On a bit of a clock, actually. Burning Inquiry is interesting. I don't think that we quite need to go up, because I don't want to lose. Do we wait one more turn? What can he do? I think we do wait one more turn. I don't want him to get a Blood Artist, because then it can put us in a weird position again like it did last time. We can generate enough mana plus some for the Reforged the Soul. And I'm going to give me one more turn. Hopefully no Thoughtseize either. Just flashing back the Lingering Souls. Yeah, I think we need to go off this turn. We can't afford any more life. But with a Pyromancer Ascension and a Locket of Yesterday, I have a hard time thinking with 3 mana that we actually miss. There's Waste Not. Now, that is very interesting of a card, because we can cast it and wait one more turn. Well, we need him to get a land to actually discard lands here. And would we be able to draw 3, 4, 5... So I do think that we Waste Not. But Burning Inquiry could really screw me up here. So I Pyretic Ritual, Desert Ritual, then Burning Inquiry, and then have 1 card left. Or if we Burning Inquiry right now and we get a land, I think we Burning Inquiry. Hate to do this. Maybe we exile the Simian Spirit Guide first. No, we're going to go for it. He's going to give me 3 cards that he's discarding. And it gives me a non-creature, and a zombie. It gives me a blocker. It does get rid of our Simian Spirit Guide. But it does give us a Blood Crypt that we can play in to play tapped. I don't think we quite Gitaxian Probe right now. There's no point to it. Desert Ritual, there isn't one in the graveyard. I have to move quickly here. So we're gonna pass the turn to him. He's got one turn to try to kill me. And I don't believe he can get above 30. We can block a Viscera. We can actually block an Ascendant unless he gets it bigger. And then next turn, there's absolutely zero chance we do not go off next turn. If I see him, I just go all out. You'd have to think that with my board setup here, that I would be going off. But he chooses just to go in with the spirits, gets me down to a 7. And it is a land left in his deck. We get a draw. It's a Desert Ritual. This is going to be game. I just got to go quick here. It's going to be Desert Ritual, Splice, cast with additional splices. I don't think we need black mana for any reason. And then Desert Ritual again. Which we can then pass in Flames. We can actually get Gitaxian Probe here. Just gets us a card. And then Manamorphose is fine. Cast this Gitaxian Probe. And now we're definitely okay. We'll Desert Ritual. See if we can do this in 4 minutes. That's going to be our issue. Go ahead and pass in Flames. See here, we got plenty of stuff. We can just Reforge the Soul. This will do it twice. There's the Grapeshot. Another Waste Knock could come out for sure, but we just need to get our Storm count up. And go for the red. So if I run out of time, though, this game is over. I've won this game. It's just need to be quicker on the clock here. Let's just cast everything humanly possible. There's Grapeshot for 11. We'll cast a Waste Not Sure. We will cast a Grapeshot. Let's see here. So we have Pass in Flames. And Grapeshot. And we have the one more Grapeshot. And this is actually enough here. Is he really going to do this nonsense? Okay, he scoops there. So anyway, We won that one. We're actually doing very well. We'll play one more matchup here. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Playing on a Budget. If you haven't already, please subscribe to Gathering Magic and check out our Playing on a Budget playlist, which contains every episode. Thanks again and hope to see you soon.